and I have some time to read in the broad daylight because this book is creeping me out already because of the font size. Can we what is that? Can we take a minute to talk about the Barnes & sales? Shit. Today I was kind of bipolar low-key with this book, and let me tell you why. I don't think it's gonna be a 5-star in my opinion. They're supposed to be almost 30, and they're talking to each other like they're like babies. Not only is the book 500 pages, the font is micro. What are we doing? Hi guys, don't mind the loud noise. My heater won't work in my dorm room and I had to crank it super high to hopefully get some warmth in here. But anyways, let's start the introduction to this video. I'm going to be doing a video today where I'm just going to be getting through all of like my physical TBR, just some of them to kind of reach my end of the year goal because it is creeping up and I have a month and a half to read like 10 books. So we're going to attempt in this video to get through my physical TBR and also reach my reading goal for the year of 2025. I also have been really proud of myself this last year with trying new genres, trying a different amount of pages. I feel like I would stick to like the same old things. That noise is like bothering me. I don't know what is in my heater, but grabbing books that are like longer than I normally grab. I've been looking for different genres, looking to be interested in those, so I'm really excited to see like kind of the rest of the videos book choice I do because I don't have that many I don't have any books on my radar right now, so I'm kind of just going to grab whatever I feel, and if I try something new, I try something new, because this first book that I'm reading is something new for me. Let's go ahead and get into the first book that we're going to be reading in today's reading vlog. I've already started, and I'm about 100 pages in. It is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I have heard a lot of good things about this series, and I really wanted to get into it. What scared me about this book and why I never bought it before was how thick it is, and then it's also a series, but the plot and everything seems very interesting. So I don't know much about the plot. I don't read the backs of the books usually. If I do, it's just for like a book I've never heard of, but I've just heard good things, so I'm trusting the good reviews I've heard. I don't know exactly what this book or series is about, but I'm going to give you my spiel. A little bit hard to follow just because there's a lot of world building right now in the first 100 pages, and I mean, I have to set up the world, of course, but I'm not a fan. I'm not like used to reading fantasy. I'm not used to reading like as many dystopians. If I do, it's like very easygoing dystopian. This, you are following the main character, Bree, and her mother recently passed away. She's a high school student, but she's in this like new college kind of prep, so like you go for like the last 2 years of your high school, you go to this college prep and then you'll go to the college there, I'm pretty sure. And her mother just died. So I was attempting to talk about the book and then my camera died. We have Bree, whose mom just died, and she's at this college program like I explained, and she is with her best friend, I forget her name. That night they go to like this party, it starts off with a party, and then she kind of realizes that there's people with a magic there, and other people can't see it, but she can, and other people can't remember it, but she can. And that's all I think I can give you because I did not read the back of the book, but it's about magic. I don't know why she can remember the things, and most people literally cannot. They'll be like, memory erased, but she can remember. So that's where I'm at. 100 pages in, we met a couple characters. I think there might be a love triangle, low-key. So today I have a lot of homework to do. I have a class online because it's winter storms out here. I'm just going to try to like get some homework done and then maybe have some time to read later because it is cozy, wintry out here. So yeah. I just showered and did my self-care for the night. I've been reading a decent bit. I haven't been doing as much reading as I would like to just because I have all the assignments I have to do and I had a job interview today. I want to quickly update, like since I last talked, I was like it's kind of hard to follow. I would say it's getting a little bit easier, but also like there is so much action going on throughout this whole book, and I absolutely love it. So feel like I'm slowly starting to fall more in love with the book. I definitely feel like I'm falling more in love with the book, and I just like kind of am itching to read all the time. Like anytime I have like 5 minutes to spare, I'm like, okay, I want to read. I'm wanting to get more of a dent into Legendborn because I'm only 28%, so I definitely want to reach like the 50% mark, hopefully today or tomorrow. Well, not today, I think I'm probably going to go to sleep soon, but probably tomorrow, hopefully. I only have one assignment I need to do, and then I should be pretty much good for Thursday's endeavors. Let's go ahead and read a little bit tonight. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily have too much of an update tonight, but I'm going to try to get a decent dent. So let's get to reading. I set up my candle. I've been loving this one. It's the blueberry muffin one from Goose Creek, I believe. Love it. Obsessed. Obsessed with it. I have the other 2 scents, but I've been trying to like stick with 1 scent, and like I feel like I can literally smell it on my clothes when I'm like not in my room. Like I smell it on my coat, I smell it on like my scarf, and it's so nice. I love the smell of it. Anyways, that's my little coziness. And then I'm gonna put on my like ambiance thing on my iPad, so I'm gonna get real cozy up in here. Okay guys, I have done about, I would say, an hour of reading off and on. It's now 10 p.m., which is late for me lately, but I don't mind it. Today I was kind of bipolar low-key with this book, and let me tell you why. I started still in the hundreds of the book today, and I was like, oh my god, like I still don't understand what's going on. I feel like I'm lost with the world building, and I just don't feel as drawn to the characters as much as I feel like I should. Like, I really like Nick, and I really like Bree, but I didn't really care a lot about them. And so then I was trying to read before one of my classes. It wasn't working. I was not locked in. I didn't really care about it. And then somehow I read a lot right now. Like, I just read a shit ton. I did have chocolate, which I don't have chocolate very often. When I have chocolate, I get a lot of energy and a crazy, like, energy boost. Like, I was really tired, and then I had chocolate, and now I'm fine. I read a lot. I am now a little bit over halfway. I'm now at 289 pages. I do think I like this book. I don't think it's, like, gonna be a 5-star read for me, but I can appreciate how action-packed this book is. Like, truly, I was confused as to why I wasn't obsessed with it, because to be honest, it was like way more fast-paced than like A Court of Thorns and Roses ever was, and I love that book. Well, I don't love it, but it's a good book. And I was like, this is just giving everything. This is like non-stop action, non-stop plot, non-stop everything. Like, even if you think you're gonna catch a break, you're not. So for me to dislike it, I was like so confused. But I feel like I got over the hump, and I feel like I'm starting to understand it. There was a piece that kind of fit into my confusion, and if you know, you know. It has to do with, I'll just say, the graveyard situation. But that's kind of where I was like, oh wait, okay, I'm starting to understand it a little bit. Maybe that's the purpose of the plot. I'm not like an expert fantasy reader, so I cannot sit here and tell you if this is a common thing. If I'm just slow at fantasy, can't really tell you. But I like it, and she's kind of competing and doing a couple cool things there, and I do like that. There's also another character named Cell in this book that I don't know why he fits in here, what he's doing here, why he's so prevalent, but all I'm gonna say is Nick is so great. But I feel like there might be a love triangle thing, and part of me feels like, this is not a spoiler, this is me just literally like based off of like that there's 3 books, based off that there might be a love triangle. I don't know if he's gonna win, Nick's gonna win right now. So I am usually like the bad boy type of vibe. Like, good boys sometimes are boring to me. Sometimes they're too great. But like, Nick deserves like goodness back, and I feel like Cell is somehow gonna fuck that up. Yet again, not a spoiler. I don't know. Haven't gotten that far into that part yet. I think I could definitely continue this series, but I do have to see how this one ends, because if it's a cliffhanger type book, which I don't ever really read books that are on cliffhangers, I'm not gonna lie. So I've never been like, oh, I need to pick up another book type of vibe. So for me, I've never had that experience. If I have it, I think I will want to pick up the next book, but I'm kind of on a soft book buying ban right now, just so that I can get through my physical TBR before the year's over, because there are some books that have been sitting on my TBR forever. I'm also not home, so I'm trying to kind of get through the books I have here, because I bought all the books I brought. Like, all the books I have at school, I've bought in the past few months, so I want to kind of not buy anymore. And I bought the last 2 books I wanted for my winter reads, because I don't read that much, so I bought 2 books I definitely want to read this winter. So that is kind of why I'm on a book buying ban. I'm excited to continue this. I feel more motivated. I was literally contemplating DNFing it just because I was like, maybe I'm just not in the right headspace right now. But I think I am, and I think I might take a break for today, because sometimes when I read too much, I don't want to continue reading and I just get uninterested. So I think I'm going to take a healthy brain break for tonight, but I think I will have a lot of time to read tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, we're on page 289, chapter 31, and we did kind of leave off on a cliffhanger, so I gotta see how that goes. But I'm content with pausing for tonight. Yeah, I think I've updated a lot on this, and I've been trying to get I've been trying to get better at my reading vlogs, because I am trying to make them a priority for myself and make this book content, and then my shorts kind of be my fashion, my makeup, my hair things. So I hope that the lengthier reading vlogs do well, because I feel like I do shorter ones and they don't do so well, but when they are longer, that's when I have the most success. I agree, as a booktuber viewer, when the video is very short, I don't even want to click on it, because it feels like I am half satisfied. So I get it, I'm working on it, and yeah. Our Legendborn is pretty good. I still feel like I'm mixed reviewed on it. I'm kind of like, but it is very entertaining right now, and it's kind of keeping my interest right now. But I feel like I am content with like putting this down a lot of the time. I don't know how to feel about this. I looked at a couple booktubers that have read this book's rating, and I'm not trying to use that as like motivation to rate my book a certain way, but I am trying to get a gauge for like the people I know read similar to me or like the book similar to me, kind of where their head at was with this one. So I low-key might read or watch their reading vlog for this right now, just to see if I'm gonna get any more interested in it. I don't know. I love the plot, and I love that she's a colored character, and kind of being put in the headspace of like what it feels like to kind of go through what they go through with day-to-day things, with people saying things, touching their hair, things like that. So I think that the author definitely put some personal probably things in there, and I think it's really great to read about and kind of learn more about if you don't already know that. I think some of it is common sense in my opinion, but some people don't come from that. But I did like reading it. I'm Hispanic, so I look white, but I'm Hispanic, and I'm also white too, but I'm Hispanic. So reading about it has been really cool and interesting to also see how she's kind of growing. It's like voicing like, don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair. Love it. Live for it. Here for it. Support your girl. And yeah, I definitely want to get more of her and her roommate, because I like that character. I like her. I've gotten snippets of her, but I like her, and I think she deserves a little more time on the page. Anyways, that's my update. I always look busted when I film. It's realistic. You're beautiful. I'm beautiful. Even with these blemishes on my face. I'm beautiful. Reminder that you're beautiful. Okay, bye. Hi guys, I usually don't have my phone, but I forgot my camera and I'm at my boyfriend's house. I am currently making food while he's coaching. Let's give an update on Legendborn. I completely finished it last night. I need to put my hair up. This is pissing me off. 1 second. Okay, last night I completely finished Legendborn and I have some thoughts to say the least. First and foremost, this book felt like it took forever when it actually only took about a week. The characters are somewhat interesting, but honestly, I looked at some Goodreads reviews and they told me that they really enjoyed the ending and thought it was so cool and so action-packed. I was disappointed throughout the whole book. From all I hear from people rave about this series. I took this series off my wanting to read on Goodreads. I just did not have a good time reading this book, and I don't know if it's because I don't read a lot of fantasy. I'm not sure. In the beginning, like I've expressed kind of this whole reading vlog so far, it just feels like it is totally just dropping everything, and I don't know how to understand it. It just felt like it was dropping all the information and expecting you to figure it out, and then towards here, that's when the author wanted to start getting details about it, oh, this is what this means and this is how you pronounce it, and it was just I don't know. The ending left on a cliffhanger, but I'm totally fine not reading about it. But the ending itself of the reveal, I just was how in the, it was a stretch in my opinion. I don't believe it. I don't really care to understand it. I didn't really enjoy this book. I will say it did have a lot of action throughout the whole thing. I did like the characters. That's the part that I'm upset about, is that I do truly like the characters, but I don't think I can read a longer book than this 2 more times. That's just my opinion. Maybe one day I'll pick up this series, but in my opinion, this is enough for me. I do not really care for it and enjoy it. Was debating giving it a 2, but I landed on a 3 because I kind of felt guilty. So I feel in my heart it's probably a 2, but I just kind of feel bad because I did really like the characters. I liked her grieving. I really enjoyed her character development through that, and how strong she was as a character. I really admired and looked up to, but just couldn't get around it. Wasn't my thing. And yeah, so this is a 3 stars, maybe really a 2, but this is probably one of my least favorite books I've ever read. And I only have 2 books, which is including this one, that I've ever disliked reading, which is The Crow Prince and this. So maybe it's just me with young adult fantasy. I don't really know. Okay, hi guys. I don't really have that much of an update for you guys. Honestly, I don't remember where I left off, but I'm reading from Lukova with Love by Marina Zapata. I'm 60 pages through. I think I'm finally in the mood to read right now. I've been just in a weird mood past couple of days. Haven't been reading, and honestly, since Legendborn, haven't wanted to read a book. We are gonna attempt to read right now. After I eat a little snack and watch a little YouTube, I'm gonna attempt to read until bedtime. I did mostly listen to this book on audiobook, so I'm gonna try to keep doing that to kind of keep it, because I do feel like I'm in a teeny weeny slump. So yeah, that's my little update. I just wanted to kind of show face and let you guys know kind of the feelings I've had. Whatever, we're gonna conquer the slump. We're gonna get out of it, because I've heard nothing but great things about this book, and it's really high on the Goodreads. It's a little lengthy, but I'm gonna attempt to read it tonight and see how far I get done with it. I just have not felt like reading at all lately, and normally I read every single day, and I have, but not actually for a long period of time. It's quick pace reading, so we'll see. So anyways, I will update you guys when hopefully I have more of this book read. I have been so busy and distracted, to say the least, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick update on From Lukova with Love, but I don't have that much. I'm 30-something% way through the book, and I have a little bit of an update for you guys. Right now their banter is kind of I don't know, childish in my way. They're supposed to be almost 30 and they're talking to each other like they're babies, a child, what I did in 3rd grade when I had a crush. So not only was I busy, but I didn't really care to reach for this. I don't really feel like reaching for any book right now. I'm going home tomorrow, so I have a lot more options, but I am going to try to finish this because I don't like starting and stopping books at all. So I'm going to attempt to finish this week. I have Thanksgiving break And I've been listening to the audiobook on the treadmill and stuff when I go to the gym, so that can help. Yeah, this is like almost 500 pages. Like, to be honest with you, that book was like forever in itself, so maybe I picked up the wrong book, but I still have that much to go. But I doubt it because I'll have my computer and I think I'm gonna play Sims. But yeah, so not really gonna read much more tonight. I don't think I'm getting tired, but maybe I will. Also, the chapters are as long as Freak. Like, this is one chapter. Like, I don't, and then also, I don't know if I love Marina Zapata's writing. I don't know, because she kind of throws in random, like, trauma things, and then, like, it's like, it makes it feel unimportant to me. Or something she was talking about. I can't even remember what it was. Yeah, see, I don't remember what it was. But I literally cannot, like, it doesn't make it seem that serious because it's just, like, in the middle of, like, a sentence, and then it goes back to, like, regular dialogue. So I don't really know. Kind of weird writing. Yeah, I don't know why everyone cries over this book. So we'll have to see. Do you have something that I have a theory about Lukov? Maybe? But I'm not really connected to these characters. Honestly, I high-key find the girl narrator kind of annoying. Like, she's like, oh, I'm a stuck-up, like, bitch, and I'm very nice, and I'm da-da-da-da-da. I can be a bitch when I want to be. It's like, you don't sound 26. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. I don't want to, like, I feel like when a book gets so much hype, like, I feel like I have to like it, and I feel bad if I don't, but at the same time, it's also just my opinion. So, I guess I'll update you guys when I have more of an update. Hopefully this break I can finish this book and hopefully start another one because I can't. I'm tired of it. Future editing Lexi here to fill in a little bit of gaps because I keep forgetting. You don't know what goes on in my day when the cameras aren't recording. So after I like started to read a little bit more from Lukova with Love by Marina Zapata, I went home and I was like, I'm done with this book. I am done with this book for right now. So it's soft DNF'd and I picked up another book that I have literally had on my TBR forever, like I will state. But I just want to give you guys a little update. I've had on my TBR since I was in high school and I'm now a junior in college. And that is, it's gonna be inverted. I'm sorry. I will fix it. I forgot my camera at home. This book is less than 300 pages. I don't know why I was scared. But the other book that I was reading is kind of putting me in a low-key slump because the book before that put me in a slump. So I want to read something that will hopefully get me out of it. That is this book that I don't even think I've really heard many people ever talk about. But for some reason, I have it and I'm started thinking about it randomly. And that is These Silent Woods by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. If this cover doesn't give you, like, I don't know. I like love the house in the corner, and then I love that it's wintry because it's gonna be snowing soon where I live. And I love a good cozy winter thriller. That's like one of my favorite things to read. I'm very excited. So I haven't really started reading it. I literally read this much. So far, like the reading style. So to give you a gist, I did read the back of this one just because I was like, why did I buy this in the first place? So basically it says no electricity, no family, no connection to the outside world. There's a dad named Cooper. I'm paraphrasing here. There's a dad named Cooper, and 8 years he has lived with his young daughter in an isolated remote cabin in northern Appalachian woods, and that's the way he wants it because apparently he has something to hide, and that's why they're there. And I guess the daughter has been raised here, and now she's kind of pushing back against his life and kind of questioning it, I think. I'm interested to read it. I'm excited. And yeah, like I said, the epilogue is literally started on page 269. So this is like, I can definitely get this done and get my reading goal, hopefully, for this year. So let's get this one on wraps and let's go ahead and start reading. I always have to find my little Animal Crossing videos because I always have to find something like this. I love Animal Crossing ones, but this one will do. Actually, I got one out. I love it, and they like sit here while I read, and they keep me company. Okay, hi guys. It is currently Thanksgiving. I do have a little bit of update on These Silent Woods. I am really liking it so far. there's definitely a lot of things that are building up and just kind of like trying to make sense of. Right now it's just kind of world building, understanding everything. I really like it. I flew by it so far. I'm just really thoroughly enjoying it. I have gotten almost 100 pages through, and it's kind of a short book, so I cannot wait to finish this break because it's really good, and I'm happy that I'm reading it so far. So I kind of give you the gist of it, and that's exactly what it is. There's a couple characters that have been introduced, and like I feel like I'm starting to get like snippets of the life before his, and I feel like I have my ideas and theories, but I don't have too much to go off of it. So but yeah, so let's go ahead and continue reading while I have some time on this lovely holiday. Editing Lexi here back again. I forgot to completely update you guys on The Silent Woods. After I updated you guys in that last clip on Thanksgiving, I ended up binging it on Thanksgiving and completely finishing it. I devoured this book after I got through the halfway point. I literally read like over 200 pages that night. It was amazing. I was so happy that I read it because it truly was such a different thriller than what I'm used to. I don't want to give too many hints because it kind of defeats the whole purpose, but I've never read a thriller like this. If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. I really connected to these characters emotionally and everything. It was a really great journey to go on with these characters, and honestly, I kind of think about them every single day. I really love the daughter the most. She was really, really cute, and I do love other characters in the book, but I'm not going to spoil that for you guys. I rated it 4 stars, and it was really, really great. That is my rating for this book. It literally took me like a day and a half. So it was great. I loved it. I had a great time. Would recommend. And this is the exact purpose of this video, is you read these books that you're afraid of, and then you get proved wrong that you should have been afraid of them in the first place because they were secretly hiding a 4-star, almost 5-star book in there. So let's go ahead and get to our final book of this reading vlog. It's so long, but anyways, let's go. Okay guys, so it is Black Friday today, so I did end up going to Barnes & Noble. Can we take a minute to talk about the Barnes & Noble sales? Shit. Garbage. That was so bogus. Let me calm down. I did get a book that is a new genre, which is the goal of this video, and I'm scared. But I was scared for the last book, and it turned out really good. So yeah, I'm actually really scared. Like, I'm not even kidding about this one. I'm really scared because it is my first genre of this. I do not have any other genres. I don't own any books in the genre. Like, I don't. So let me show you guys. We Used to Live Here by Marcus Clywer. I don't know. It is a horror book. This is my first horror book, guys. I'm scared. I'm not even kidding you. It's dark outside and it's snowstorming tomorrow. Why am I doing this myself? I don't know. Apparently, from what I know, this is about a book that they sold their house, I guess, and then new people move in, right? And then I guess they come back and they're like, just kidding, you can't live here. This is my house. I guess. My girlfriend McFadden. Her books are not terrifying to me, so I don't know how much I can like go off of this blurb, but she says right here, one of the creepiest stories I've ever read. The twisted tale will haunt my nightmares for a long time to come. Do I really want to do this myself? I don't know. It says, there's nothing worse than uninvited guests. As a young queer couple who flip houses, Charlie and Eve can't believe the killer deal. They've just gotten an old property in a Pictures neighborhood. Wait, how many pages are 4? 3 or 4 pages. Hope I can get this done this weekend. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. Okay. I'm scared. Let's start reading and ooh. To the readers from the days of no sleep. There's like a map inside. Guys, I'm scared. There's just 300 pages of literal, like, could be torture for me. But I'm excited. My boyfriend just left me today. Not like left me. He just left me. He like usually stays the night at my house a couple nights. Like, we just had Thanksgiving yesterday. Let's get started to reading and let's see what this book is about. it's Thursday today and I have some time to read in the broad daylight because this book is creeping me out already. I don't know if I've given an update to We Used to Live Here yet, but I don't think so. Yeah, this book, I don't think I've even given an update. I think I did. I do remember giving an update, but now I've read almost 100 pages of it and I'm really enjoying it. It's just scary. Like, nothing too terrifying has happened yet, but literally the next chapter is called Run. It's really pretty outside, snow and everything, and it's giving the fall vibes in this because it is also like winter here, which I love reading a thriller that matches the weather. I don't know why, it just does something for me. So yeah, and we're gonna continue reading right now. I have some time before my next class, so let's get reading. Oh, my boyfriend is here and we can be in this nice sunlit. Okay guys, I literally finished this book today. I did my homework, went to the gym, and showered and everything, and then I literally binged the book the rest of the night. I was on page 80 today, and I finished the book, and it's 300 pages or so. So I read a lot today, but that goes to say that it was a really, really great book. I truly loved this book. I think the ending is still kind of not, it's like confusing in like a good way, not like a, well, that didn't make any sense. It's more like it was a very complex, and like it's kind of like, I looked up a couple things on like Reddit and things like that, so I can kind of see what people were thinking and like relating to with this book. And it's kind of just like that horror movie that you're like, was that supernatural? What was this? And it's kind of like up for interpretation, but also like in a good way. There are some books that do that and it's not in a good way, but this one is, if that makes any sense. I truly loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was so fun and I literally couldn't put it down. But this was so good, and like I said, I could not put this down. And I really enjoyed it. I like our main character a lot, as well as some of the side characters. I kind of looked up, like, somebody brought up something that happened in the beginning of the book that I didn't pick up on that related to the ending, and I thought that was super interesting. So overall, love it. Love the concept. It was my very first horror book, and I think it was a good one to dip my toes in. It wasn't too scary, but I was on the edge of my seat and kind of scared at times, and I'm a little nervous to go to bed tonight. But yeah, so I'm super happy with this video overall. I read a book that was out of a genre for me, which is this one and Legendborn. I read the last book I read before this one, the Woods one, Silent Woods, something like that. I don't remember what this is called, but that was a book on my TBR forever. And then I did read a book that I was interested in, but I had to soft DNF it for right now. But overall, I thought we did a really good job and we accomplished a lot in this book vlog. And now I'm at 23 books for this year, so I only have 7 more books to read, and then I reach my reading goals. I think that's really, really good. But yeah, I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos to come. And I'm also doing a lot of short content, so make sure to go check that out as well.